Emma Carter had always believed New York City was too loud for love. The honking taxis, the rushing crowds, the sleepless nights, everything felt fast and unforgiving. Yet on a cool autumn morning, standing on the Brooklyn Bridge with a paper cup of coffee warming her hands, she felt something shift inside her. She had moved from a small town in Ohio to New York to chase her dream of becoming a writer. Life hadn't turned out the way she imagined. Rejection emails filled her inbox, Red was always late, and loneliness followed her like a shadow. Still, she told herself that dreams demanded patience. That same morning, Jake Miller was running late, again. A freelance photographer, Jake lived life through his camera lens. He chased moments, not schedules. As he hurried across the bridge, trying to catch the golden light before sunrise disappeared, he accidentally bumped into Emma. Her coffee spilled, and she gasped. "I'm so sorry," Jake said quickly, panic in his voice. Emma sighed, then laughed softly. "It's okay. Guess the bridge wanted my coffee more than I did." Jake smiled, really smiled. There was something about the way she laughed, tired but warm, that stayed with him. He offered to buy her another coffee, and she hesitated before agreeing. They sat at a small cafe nearby, talking like old friends. Emma shared her struggles as a writer, and Jake talked about how photography saved him after losing his father years ago. Neither realized how fast time passed until Emma glanced at her phone. "I should go," she said reluctantly. Jake nodded, then surprised himself by asking, "Can I see you again?" She smiled. "I'd like that." Their love didn't arrive suddenly, it grew quietly. They met in bookstores, city parks, and tiny diners opened past midnight. Jake photographed Emma as she wrote in her notebook, her brow furrowed in concentration. Emma wrote stories inspired by the way Jake saw beauty in broken places. But love in New York wasn't easy. One evening, Emma received an email that changed everything. A publishing house in California wanted her, on a trial contract. It was everything she had worked for. Jake was proud, but fear crept into his heart. California was far, too far. "I don't want to lose you," Emma said, her voice shaking. Jake took her hands. "I don't want to hold you back from your dream." The days that followed were heavy with unspoken worries. They loved each other, but neither wanted to sacrifice their passion. On Emma's last night in New York, they walked the Brooklyn Bridge again, just like the day they met. "I used to think New York was too loud for love," Emma whispered. "But it taught me how to love deeply." Jake reached into his bag and handed her a photograph. It was a picture of her on the bridge, sunlight behind her, hope in her eyes. "No matter where you go," he said, "this city, and me, will be part of your story." Tears fell as they embraced, unsure if this was goodbye or just another beginning. 6 months later, Emma stood nervously at a bookstore in Manhattan. Her first novel had been published, and she was back for a signing event. The crowd buzzed with excitement. Then she saw him. Jake stood at the back, camera in hand, smiling like the morning sun. When their eyes met, the noise around them faded. After the event, he walked up to her. "I never stopped believing in us." Emma smiled through tears. "Neither did I." That night, beneath the glowing skyline of New York City, they realized something important. Love doesn't ask you to choose between dreams and hearts, it teaches you how to carry both.